There's a secret hidden in ancient texts, a mystery that philosophers, sages, and alchemists whispered about for centuries. They called it the Great Work, the transformation of base matter into gold. But what if they weren't talking about metal at all? What if this gold was never found in the mines of the earth, but in the depths of a man's body and mind? True alchemy was never just about turning lead into gold. It was about turning the lower self into the higher self, transforming lust into purpose, pleasure into power, and semen into spiritual gold. The alchemists spoke in symbols: fire, Mercury, the sun, and the moon. But those were just metaphors for the human body, mind, and energy. The lead they tried to purify was man's raw, uncontrolled sexual desire. And the gold they sought was the awakened soul of discipline and divine power. Every man carries within him the same sacred substance the ancients tried to master, his life force, his semen. It is the essence that creates life itself. But most men waste it daily, trading sacred energy for moments of pleasure. The modern world has made this worse. Screens, scrolling, and stimulation have enslaved men to the lowest form of energy. You see it everywhere. Lust disguised as entertainment, dopamine traps disguised as freedom. Men are losing their vitality, their drive, and their inner fire, but the true alchemist has something different. He withholds, he disciplines, he transforms. He realizes that his semen is not meant to be wasted. It's meant to be refined. When you retain your seed, your body begins a process of transmutation. That raw energy doesn't disappear. It rises. It fuels your creativity, strengthens your willpower, sharpens your focus, and awakens a sense of divine clarity within you. That is the secret the alchemists guarded, the path from lust to light, from animal instinct to spiritual mastery, from lead to gold. When a man stops leaking his energy, he starts glowing with something rare, inner magnetism. His eyes carry intensity. His voice gains gravity. People feel his presence without knowing why. This is the aura of a man who has mastered his own energy. The alchemist called it the philosopher's stone, but that stone wasn't a physical object. It was the purified soul of a man who conquered himself. Modern science might call it discipline or self-regulation. Spiritual traditions call it brahmacharya, but the principle is the same: retain, refine, and rise. The power of creation, when controlled, becomes the power of transformation. Every urge is an opportunity. Every temptation is a test. And every day you retain, you are forging your own gold: mental strength, emotional mastery, spiritual fire. The world will never tell you this secret, because a man who masters his sexual energy is unstoppable. He cannot be manipulated by lust or enslaved by pleasure. He becomes self-sufficient, powerful, magnetic. He turns inward and discovers that the true treasure was within him all along. So remember this, brother, you are the modern alchemist. The furnace is your discipline, the metal is your desire, and the gold is the man you become when you master both. Retain, refine, rise. Turn your seed into your success. That is the alchemist's secret. Turning semen into gold.